My generation. In the midst of my generation.
Jesus, you win when you broke the enemy, and I've no excuse but to follow in your lead as I bring down your light and the power of your love and your redemption to my generation.
And your redemption to my generations. Redemption to my generations. Obedience to Christ. In everything in our life, it's to Christ.
Changing everything.
Changing everything.
Yeah.
In obedience to Christ.
Please
Swallow your pride tonight.
Come to the school of the Spirit. Don't you know? In his hands is the keys to eternal life. It's a little here and a
Little there.
until the day will dawn. He is
Working everything in obedience to Christ.
working everything
Everything
in your life.
in obedience to Christ.
Bringing everything
Bringing everything
in my life.
in obedience to Christ. Exchanging everything in our lives in obedience to Christ. Hello, welcome tonight. Tonight we're going to be looking at something that's extremely important. You see, today alone, I've gotten so many calls from different parts of this country. People are getting worried. What do we eat? What do we wear? What do we drink? Now, apart from those basic concerns, there's also a large hue and cry. Christians want to get back to church. People want to gather in church. So the question tonight is something far-reaching that every responsible believer needs to be a part of. So the question today is this: what must be done not only to resolve this problem, a global pandemic, a global disruption, but what must be done so that churches can be reopened, more so in many parts of this country? What should be done so that the church building can be reopened? Now listen to me. We know there's a COVID-19 pandemic, and we know there's a central focus, the focal point, as far as God is concerned, of our getting together in church is not just the music, it's not just about the choir, it's not the pastor, it's not the people, it's about the return of Jesus Christ. And we see that there's a peculiarity about our gatherings. And I just want to show us one of those peculiarities that you're just going to love. Now this is Apostle Paul exploring this theme in 1 Corinthians chapter 5. And what he's talking about here says, for verily as absent in body. When we gather together, I'm going to be absent in the body, but I'm going to be present in the spirit. And I have judged already as though I were present concerning him that has done this deed. Now, there's a gathering, there's an assembly that has been called in the church to address an issue. And Apostle Paul says, listen, I don't have to be there in person with you, because sometimes we can be in different physical locations while, hear me, spiritually speaking, we're together in the same location. Then he goes on to say, in the name the government wants to know, how will people eat? How will they drink? Where will they sleep? How will they be clothed? There's a pandemic, there's a disruption. But you see, for us in the church, our concerns include that. How do people eat? What they drink? What gives? But we go further than that. Our own concerns go further than that into spiritual considerations, more so when we know that Jesus